Hey guys, welcome in this new video. Yes, I know, today we have something hot to talk about because I will explain to you the difference between a bad strategy where practically you are losing money and a great strategy with Amazon ads, which allows you to achieve results like this. But first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Nicolas Tonazzi, CEO and founder of Fast Book Ads, and since 2020 we have been helping publishers and authors succeed with Amazon ads, and since 2021 we are verified partners of Amazon ads also. Guys, make sure to stay until the end because I will tell you which is the number one indicator you have to follow in every optimization and strategy you adopt with Amazon ads. And come here. It's not ACOS. Okay, come here. Let's jump into it. Okay, here we are inside my amazing super tablet. Let's start to split the best strategy in two sides and the good strategy, the great strategy, in two sides. But I have to remind you, before to talk about the strategies, that the purpose of Amazon ads is only to increase visibility. Okay? So, the Amazon ads are only responsible for the impressions. The impression depend on Amazon ads. Clicks and sales guess what? They are not depending on Amazon ads, but they depend on your book. Okay, so Amazon ads are not the magic button. They are responsible only to increase visibility, to increase the impression, to multiply your impressions. Okay? But the clicks and the sales depend only on your book and its components. Okay? Perfect. Having made this premise, let's see which a bad strategy is. A bad strategy is when we increase the visibility of our book from a 0 to a 50% of the maximum impressions we can get. So, if we publish the book in a niche like, let me give you an example. We published a book called Keto Diet Cookbook in the keto diet niche, and we know that in the keto diet niche we have 10,000 searches per day. Okay, so the 10,000 searches are the maximum impressions we can get, because in the Amazon ads platform we see the number of impressions, but in the other side of the screen there are real people. Okay, so one impression is a real person that in the other side of the screen are looking for a keyword, for example, keto diet cookbook. Okay? Perfect. So, a best strategy is a strategy where you increase the visibility of your book from a 0 to a 50% of the impression of the maximum impressions. So, but we can have two different bad strategies. We can have a worst bad strategy and a better bad strategy. Okay? So, let me give you two different examples. Here we said that in the example we took, we have a maximum of impression of 10,000. Okay? So, in the worst best strategy, for example, we are taking the 20% of the maximum impression, which means 20% of 10,000 are 2,000 impressions. And here the same, okay? 2,000 impressions. But in the worst bad strategy, we are spending more than the 50% of the royalties in Amazon ads. Okay, so for example, if we are generating $200 per month, and for example we are spending the 75% of the royalty, we are spending $150 in Amazon ads, and we are making $50 per month net profit. Okay? In the better bad strategy, instead, we are spending less than the 50% of royalty, and here in the two different examples we have the same CTR, the same conversion rate, everything is the same. Okay, we are making the same amount of impressions, and so here we have $200 of royalties, but we are spending less than the 50% of the royalties. So for example, we are spending $70 per month to generate the 200, and our net profit is $130. Okay? In the first case, what problems they can be? For example, you are bidding too high, okay? And you have few keywords. Here, you always have few keywords, but you are bidding lower. Okay, and so your net profit is more than what you are spending. Now, let's talk about the good strategy, which I hope is the strategy you want to adopt. So with the good strategy, you are increasing the impressions of your book more than 70% of the maximum of impressions. Perfect. But here also we have a worst good strategy and the best strategy possible. Okay, here we have the same exact example. Okay, so 10,000 impressions, CTR, conversion rate, everything is the same. So here we are not generating 2,000 2000 impressions, but we are generating, for example, the 80% of maximum impression. So 80% of 10,000, it's 8,000 of impressions. And here, same thing, okay? 8,000 impressions. So practically everything is the same. So with the worst good strategy, we are spending more than 50% of the royalties in Amazon ads. Okay, so if everything is the same, and here we generate 2,000 impressions with $200, here with 8,000 impressions, 8,000 divided by 2,000 is 4, so we multiply 200 per 4, and we have the royalty, in this case, that are $800 per month in royalties. And here we are spending $600 in Amazon ads. Okay, let's make a little bit less. So here we are generating $200 net profit per month. Okay, so this number obviously is better than this one. Okay, now let's see the best strategy possible. So we are generating more than 17% of maximum impression we can get, and we are spending less than the 50% of the royalties in Amazon ads. So if we are making the same amount of royalties, $800, here we are spending less than the 50%. The 50% is 400. So for example, we are spending $300 in Amazon ads to generate the 800, and we have $500 of net profit. If you are in the worst good strategy, which problems you can have? For example, okay, you are bidding too high, but why is better this case, the worst good, compared to the better bad? Because here you have a lot of keywords. And guys, this is the reason why you have to subscribe to our channel, because in the next few videos I will explain you why is so much better to have a lot of keywords inside your campaigns or a lot of ASIN inside your product campaigns, instead to have few keywords. For example, I don't know, 20, 30 keywords, only 30 keywords. If you have 20 or 30 keywords, for sure you are adopting a bad strategy, okay? Because you are not increasing your visibility so much. You are leaving on the table a lot of money. Okay, so subscribe to our channel and be sure to see our next videos where I explain you why having a lot of keywords, it's a game changer, okay? Instead, here we have low bid and a lot of keywords. As you probably know, if you launch your campaigns with a very low bid, most of the times we don't generate a good amount of impression. And that's why we adopt another strategy called progressive bidding increase. And also this one I will explain you in the next few videos, okay? Because we have a lot of things to talk about today, but remember, in the best strategy, we have low bid that we increase with the progressive bidding increase and a lot of keywords. Both of these concepts I will explain to you in other videos. But why I'm making this video? To explain to you that the number one indicator of all optimization you made, of all the strategies you adopt with Amazon ads is always the net profit. Okay, so all of our strategies, contents, videos are intended to help you make the maximum amount of net profit. They are not just to lowering the ACOS or lowering the BSR or to increase sales. No. These things, they don't matter if we have less net profit, because there are cases in which you can lowering the BSR, lowering the ACOS, increase the sales, and in which you generate less net profit. Okay, and other cases in which you can increase the BSR, increase the ACOS, lowering the sales, and increase the net profit. Okay, so also here we can put the ROI. Okay, these indicators are important. Yes, of course, they are. But the first one you have to look at is the net profit. Then we look at the ROI, the BSR, at the ACOS, the number of sales, but the first thing is always the net profit. For example, you prefer to have a super high ROI, like you prefer to spend $100 and generate $500, or do you prefer to spend $500 and generate $1,000? Which one do you prefer? Here you are making 500 of net profit. Here, okay, here you have 400% of ROI. Here you have 100% of ROI, but here you are leaving on the table $100. And okay, in the beginning, when you don't have a cash flow, you prefer to stay in this situation. This is reasonable, okay? But later, when you have a cash flow, for sure, you prefer to stay here, okay? Because this is only one book, $100. If you have 10 books, they are $1,000, for example, okay? So this is just an example to make you understand that not always having a super high ROI is the best situation. Okay, the first thing we have always to look is the net profit. And all of our strategies and videos are intended to help you make the maximum amount of net profit. So if you started this business to make money and not only to generate sales for your book, for your brand, and so on, subscribe to our channel, because in the next few videos I will explain you better how to stay in this situation. And I will explain you in details our best strategy to stay in this situation. Guys, if you like the video, leave us a like. You will help us a lot. See you in the next videos.